What was the name of that show that robot kept saying? Number 5 is alive. Remember that?
Short Circuit.
Yeah, Short Circuit. I watched that as a kid. What?
I gotta go in front of the camera to sit in my chair. Hello.
There ain't nobody on here yet.
There ain't nobody in there right now, but when it's a playback, there'll be.
I told Kathy, I was doing live, so she come in here and moderate.
I can.
I didn't tell Judy, because she's probably napping.
I don't know.
I'll show them once we get some people in here. I'll show them the shop around a little bit. I did that once already.
I got different stuff now.
No. A lot of it's the same old.
There's one person.
Yeah, I know.
Lily.
Lily. I'm doing well. How you doing? You know, Lily, that was Lily that was on that tour at one time with us, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that's her, but that was
Are
her
you
name.
Lily from Missouri State Penitentiary Museum? It's rainy. I'm just glad it's cooler.
I haven't got a notification yet, so.
YouTube and their notifications. Everybody's having problems with that. Kathy, how you doing?
What was that?
There's a bottle underneath there.
Oh.
We got Mindy here, Kathy. We're in the store. When we get more people in here, I'll show you guys a little bit of it. Hi, Mindy.
Hello.
Yeah, she's the one that. It's weird seeing it on two screens.
Well, don't look at my phone then.
And I think there's a delay on yours.
Well, there's always a delay.
Hi, Mindy, Lily says.
Hi, Lily.
And it's one of those rainy days, but it's a lot cooler.
Dark in here.
I know.
Every light is on, and it's still dark in here.
Mm-hmm. Is it rainy where you're at, Kathy? Anyway, I hope you all are doing all right, doing well. Casey's is empty. There ain't nobody down there.
Sunday.
That does not matter.
And it's raining, so there's no races.
No, but I've seen on Sundays. I've seen people just as. There's usually at least one or two.
It's been raining all weekend, so a lot of people left a long time ago.
Yeah. It's in the 90s and humid, but no rain. Oh man, they're suffering. Like we were a few days ago. Remember that? Most people are just fancy monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys.
What's a monkey?
I don't know.
That's what you said.
Green. I thought you said Monday. Greenville, South Carolina. Wow.
Different Lily.
No, but it's hot and humid down there, you know. Or over there, because they're kind of east of us.
Mm-hmm. They're, same.
Yeah, we had rain off and on this morning, and we had rain yesterday, and I think we're going to get some tonight. Kill 'em all, Karma. How you doing? Hey, David, how you doing? We're just sitting around right now talking. What are you looking at?
How many people's in there?
What, it doesn't show on yours?
Yeah, but I was seeing if it was showing the same.
I'm doing well. Yeah, I hope how's things going with you, Karma? I hope things get better for you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of leather work. Mindy's been busy working, and it's just yeah. And it seems like there's other things coming up too that we're always busy. And then when I think I'm going to relax, my neighbor will say, which is actually kind of like another boss, "Hey, can you give me a hand here?" Yeah, how much you gonna pay me? I don't always say that, people. He's helped me for free. I've helped him for free, but he does pay me like when we go and fix porches for people and stuff. But just things around the house, I ain't going, because you never know when you might need him. Don't get to get the. Yeah, it's still raining where you're at. I'm glad you're doing good, Karma. It's been a while since I've seen you. Are you still doing videos? Because I don't get notifications. It's been like a month since I got a notification about him. And then I think he was alive. He was doing.
I get notifications for people that I don't even watch, and none of them for the ones that I do.
David's in Missouri. It says it's raining where he's at. It looks like it's going to rain any minute here. But at least we ain't got 95 and the same amount of humidity. Actions, how you doing, bud? How's Texas treating you? Oh, you did a live today, Actions? Yeah, tomorrow too. I think we're supposed to get some. I think tonight is when we're going to stop here. Well, Kathy probably don't mind if you call her, Katie. Yeah, Carl, everything's all right. It's just a little bit of smoke damage.
New wallpaper.
Yeah, new wallpaper.
New toaster oven. Haven't got that yet.
All right, I'm going to show them around a little bit. We got a little bit of everything.
That's the collector's corner.
Yeah, that's mostly collector stuff over here, except for a few items.
This is the corner that people call the expensive corner.
There's one of my things I done. I'm going to start having more leather stuff in here. Cute doll, but a scary doll like in movies.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, I think this is the one I was looking at. Kathy said that. That's a drum, man.
It's drum pieces.
Drum pieces. Got some jewelry here. Shirts and leather vest. Size doesn't matter. You're hunting.
Somehow.
Oh, I can see.
That way.
Yeah. You guys seen these shirts? We haven't seen this one. Show me your rack. The whole, it's a whole store, yeah. Well, what we done was we rented a small house and turned it into a shop. They've got a bunch of DVDs and stuff here.
She says the dog comes alive at night.
It probably does.
I got security cameras. Haven't seen it on there yet.
Well, that Kathy say that.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Yeah, there's
this,
another doll over there. That one's the one that looks creepiest.
this here thing, wasn't there other things that went with it? And they just,
Huh?
oh, that was the one Heather had, right?
This is just a whiskey bottle here.
Yeah, but wasn't there like cups, shot glasses with it or something?
Yeah, those are already sold.
Annabelle doll. Squeeze back here in the, where my seat is.
Okay, let me back. Oh.
What comments did I miss? Oh, Mindy's already got a Etsy store, and I think Macari.
I don't use Etsy. I hate Etsy. Etsy is just.
Oh no, that's eBay, right?
Me and Etsy is going around.
eBay. Hey Nick, what's going on? Carl wants to know the address of the shop. It's in Wheatland, Missouri.
It is
Wall Street.
18629 Wall Street, Wheatland, Missouri.
Yeah, not Wall Street, New York.
1 block down from Casey's.
Yeah, just down from Casey's on Wall Street. I mean, I can look out the window here and see Casey's. Hey Nick, how you doing, Med? Just hanging out. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's a rainy day. I need to finish this other book cover I'm doing, but I just got lazy all of a sudden. No, I ain't moving.
Somebody said they're interested in the drum. You want to open up the case up and show it?
Casey's Pizza. You can open it up.
I'll go get it.
She's gonna go get the drum.
I have no clue on what is supposed to be in here, so.
Jamie, how you doing? You had trouble getting in, Jamie? Missouri Treasure Thrift Shop.
Now it's got the stand, the foot thing.
The foot thing. What's under this?
This is.
Somebody beat the heck out of it in there, is it?
Well, it's a drum. You're supposed to beat it. And
your phone froze up?
think the little plastic piece that holds this thing is missing on this side.
Yeah, you're right, Michael. Bullheads only come out at night. I like fishing that for catfish at night. Leather cover for the Bible. I can do it.
I don't know if all the pieces are there. So.
We ran into each other at Climax Springs. It's been a while since I've been through there. And the last time I went through there with my boss, Mindy was making jokes. It is great weather in Missouri for fishing. That's facts.
You're the one who called to try to make a joke.
No, that's when we was in Lori.
Oh.
Remember? Me and my boss was getting ready. We're heading home, and we're going to the town of Lori. And he calls his wife and says, "We're on our way home. We just entered Lori. Harvey and I just entered Lori." And she goes, "Excuse me?" So I thought, man, I got to tell Mindy that. It didn't get her. It didn't fool her.
I said, at the same time, wow.
Yeah, that's what she said. She goes, "Both of you at the same time." I was disappointed because, not because of what she said, but because she didn't do the "excuse me." I'm liking the cooling periods too, but I didn't like those hot days we had there, 3 or 4 hot days we had there at all. Yeah. Missouri's got some weird names for towns, though. We got Tightwad. There's a bunch. There's even streets that's got weird names.
Knoblick.
Yeah, Knoblick. I can't even think of them now, but there's a bunch of them. But there's Uranus too. But you know, they say it's a town of itself, but to me, it's part of St. Roberts. And the Uranus Fudge Factory is there. And
I think it's grown in population to
like 29 people. It's part of St. Roberts. But
it's got its own population.
Yeah, but and if you go there, like their fudge is real good, you know. Yeah, and you can order it online. But I think somebody said it's cheaper ordering it online. Anyway,
it is cheaper ordering it online.
Anyway, they'll pack your fudge real good if you go there. Yeah, Pennsylvania has intercourse. You know, when I was going to school, there was a girl named Becky that was from Pennsylvania. And she said, there's intercourse and there's another town that had a weird name. That was kind of an innuendo-like thing, you know. Like heaven was halfway between intercourse and this other town. That, you know, they all went to, the names all went together. Yeah, like Kathy said, they do have good fudge. They got souvenirs and stuff there, and they also got a freak show. They got all kinds of things there.
Licking is weird too.
Yeah, licking is.
Well, actually, it's got the one sign that says "licking a nut" on it.
Yeah, they got 2 towns, Licking and another one, a nut, TT. And if you're on this one road, I think it's like 2. It says Licking and right below it, nut. But I tell you how Licking got its name. Licking got its name because they had salt licks there. There was a factory that made salt licks. Yeah, we're doing all right. Thanks, Troy. I appreciate that. When I was in school, we had this old principal, real old principal, and her name was Miss Berg, but it was with an E. And I remember being real little and asking mom and dad, "Is Newburgh named after this Berg?"
What?
What? Yeah, there's FU Highway. Yeah, he's talking about FU. I think it's in. There's a town where there's an F and a U, and they come.
Oh, they intersect. Oh,
they intersect. So if you're going to come up on it, it looks like an FU,
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm trying to remember what town that was. It might have been Tightwad.
No. But he said it's by the lake.
But is
it's
it
not by the lake?
Yeah, I don't think. Well, which way? Missouri's got a bunch of lakes.
Tightwad's down south, isn't it?
The town of Success. Yeah, you what now?
Tightwad's down south, isn't it?
No, it's not too far from here, I don't think.
Yeah. We also have a town called Rejection.
Yeah. And what's the other one? Peculiar.
Mm-hmm.
Town called Peculiar.
And a couple of them I can't pronounce.
And there's one like 11 miles from here named Humansville. It said it's named after a judge, John Human.
Human, yeah.
But I bet you he pronounced it Human because I cannot see somebody's last name being Human.
Oh, Tightwad's by Warsaw. Okay, so it is by the lake.
Do we have a what?
A paradise? I think so.
I think we do.
Actually, I think we have Paradise Beach.
You lived in Success when you was 10? I haven't been there. I don't even think I've been through it. Yeah, I'm just west of Warsaw, about 25 miles. Human. Yeah, Herman. I've been to Herman. It's a little German town. But yeah. So there is a town named after a guy,
Yeah, Herman.
It's on the Missouri River.
We got a lot of towns named after countries.
Yeah. Cuba, Lebanon,
Iberia. Havana.
A lot of them from cities in other countries like Warsaw. That's the capital of Poland. Yeah, it is a winery. Yep, there's a lot of vineyards there.
Mm-hmm. St. James is a better winery town. They have better wine.
I don't think so.
I'm the one that likes the cheap $2 wine.
No.
I don't like the expensive stuff. Do you have a coffee?
What did he say about Herman? Should have brought my reading glasses over.
So, Herman has 2 letters, NS.
Huh? Yeah. St. James is not too far from where I grew up. I grew up in Phelps County, south of Rolla. And there used to be this bar in St. James that had like a knight armor, the armor thing, right next to the jukebox. And I remember going over there one time and trying to pick out some songs for the jukebox. And I'm talking to this guy, and I look over, and it's just a suit of armor, like that.
I don't know what bar that is. I know there's the Hideaway, and it has a statue of Jesse James in it.
Yeah. Oh, it's raining again, I believe. It's raining. I
my
love a
gosh.
rainy night. I love a rainy night.
You stuck "It's Raining Men" in my head.
It's not raining men. Yeah, see, he knows what I'm talking about. It was a medieval tavern. Yeah, he knows
No,
exactly.
the Hideaway was it's actually called Jesse James's Hideaway. Uh, is out in the country in St. James.
Now he's talking about one in
Mm.
Richmond. But remember, there's one down at Devil's Elbow too. Richmond is the weird uh, town where three counties meet. Mark, what's up, man? We're just sitting here in the shop talking. You lived in Richmond? I think Midney did too for a while.
I lived in Richland, not Richmond.
Oh. Hell Monster, how you doing, man? We're getting them all in here. Hey, Mark, I want to show you something you might want to. Something from Nate. Nate might like this, Mark. Yeah, you know how Nate is.
Yeah, give it a second. It's on the delay.
Just past Warrensburg. Where are you headed, Mark? Higginsville. Yeah, it's down south of Branson, I believe. Clay Counties. Yep, Henry Clay. It's a true story. Oh, you're still waiting on your motorcycle? Oh, you're up. Higginsville's up north. What's the one that I'm thinking of down south of Branson? It starts with an H. 70 and 13 highway. 13 highway comes down here pretty close to us, Mark. Yeah, he's heading to South Dakota. I remember him saying that. Is it raining where you at, Mark?
I don't know which ones you're talking about.
Huh?
I really can't remember any much of those names down there. I know Branson and Aurora and what's the other one? The one that's all pretty much Branson.
Yeah, you got to get your motorcycle back, Hell Monster. That's a fact. By Kansas City, yeah.
See, I don't like to go anywhere near Kansas City.
Yeah, I know. I remember when me and Eric was coming back from seeing Mark in the hospital. He didn't, he wasn't trusting his car's transmission. He goes, I think I'm going to take you to my house and we'll get in a different vehicle. And I'm thinking, no, we're going to go through Kansas City. No. And I ain't got nothing against big cities except I hate being in them. If that makes sense. I'm not putting down the city or anything.
I will put down every city in Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Independence now. There's an Independence. That's another place I've never been through. I hear a lot about it, though, And I was in prison with a lot of people from Independence. Not a lot, a few.
Independence is way too close to Kansas City to me.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
What?
Look out the window.
Oh no, I told you it's raining. It's coming down. You all right, Mark? Can you see the highway? Because it's raining hard.
You can barely see our house from over here.
Yeah. You don't go to St. Louis unless you have to yet. The crime's almost as high as in Kansas City as in. Wow, that's crazy. Never been to Independence. In fact, I can't tell you a whole lot about northern Missouri. I can tell you everything about southern Missouri just about, but northern Missouri, I don't know a whole lot about it. What you doing?
Making sure it isn't leaking again.
Oh, I don't think it is. In the back room, you might check.
Yeah.
I think it was at Warrensburg when me and Eric turned and headed down this way. 13. Took 13 till we got to 54. And then we headed on down in here to Wheatland. He was born up north and I was raised out in southern Missouri. So yeah, I can't tell you a whole lot about northern Missouri. Mark was born in St. Louis. He grew up on both sides, he says. I had an uncle that lived for a long time on Michigan Avenue in St. Louis. What are you doing?
I think it's in my head.
It is. What was I in for? I went to prison for taking out my little brother's abuser. But while I was in jail, me and two others tried to escape, so man, they threw the book at me. He was born in St. John Mercy Hospital. I went there when I was in prison. They took me there. I was having health problems. And they took me to St. John's. It was called St. John's then. And they treated me real well there. Although they kind of treated me like, because people kept coming and seeing me, different nurses and different doctors and stuff. They just wanted to see me because they said I was like the first, not the first person from jail, but the first prisoner they'd had.
Happy birthday.
Who's that?
Well, it's next week, but for Nate, and then next the week after that for Mark.
Oh, yeah, in case I don't talk to you, Mark, happy birthday to both you and Nate in advance. I'm going to try to talk to you then, too. I might call you. My uncle that lived in St. Louis, he does not like Barnes Jewish Hospital because his daughter was there and they were supposed to tie her fallopian tubes and they tied her like a kidney thing. They had an intern working there. He
Not even close.
Not even close. Yeah, and he should have been paying attention to what the intern was doing. You just had a birthday June 11th. Well, mine was June the 20th, Jamie. So happy birthday, Jamie. I I turned 55. Why did I tell you guys how old I am? But on the last day of spring.
I turned 26 in September.
62.
No, I turned 26. I stopped aging at 26 a long time ago.
Yeah, they sued the hospital. Um, they got a lot of, but you know, when something like that happens, it makes you afraid to go back. You're 62. I was teasing Mindy, but all right. Didn't have to tell everybody your age, but I know women don't like doing that. Yeah, it was a big screw up, you know, and it was like her kidney or something. And she got a real bad pain. I mean, unbearable pain, and they ended up suing and got a lot of money out of it. But that's not the point. She could have lost her life. You'd be 40 in a few months. Hey, me, 39 years old. You're the young pup.
I'm only a few years older.
Huh?
I'm only a few years
Oh, you're only a few years older. I thank you. I don't know if you're talking to Jamie or me, but thank you, Elijah. It is good to see Karma. It's been a while, man.
Well, when Crystal hits 26, I guess I gotta age a few years more.
Oh, you got Nate Dogg watching the house for you. Oh man, I don't know about that, Mark. But Nate's a good person. It's wild to know we're the last of our generation. Anyway, uh, well, we can see the house now. The rain slowed up a little bit.
A little.
Yeah, you be safe driving, Mark. I don't know if it's raining up there or not, but you be safe. Yeah, the technology thing. Yeah, and that was a trip when I got out, man. The technology. And you know, I knew about different things, but still, when you get out and you experience it, see, it's different from people who grew up with as the technology was changing, as the internet came and everything, because it was a gradual thing for them. With me, I get out and there it is. When I went to prison, no internet or nothing. Get out.
Well, the last people to know would be without technology. It's true, but no. Because there's going to be some people out there that still can't afford it.
Yeah, right, and there's like people in the jungle stuff. But I know what he's saying. I understand what he's saying, and he's right. You know, man. You know, in 1987 when I was arrested, I don't think anybody was thinking of anything about technology as we have now. You know what we was thinking about as far as future technology? Flying cars and things. You know, we wasn't.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten that.
Right.
They were liars. Just now getting the self-driving cars.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Mark, did you get a notification? Because Mindy's sitting here right next to me and she didn't get a notification. All right. We still haven't gotten it, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
How long have you been on?
40 some minutes.
Okay, I got the. You were on for about 10 minutes before they sent me one.
It's just crazy. Anyway, people, I think I'm gonna get off of here and well, I really can't go anywhere unless I want to get wet. But thank you all for stopping by and talking with me, chatting with me, having a good time on a Sunday. And of course, yeah, the bulletin board system, that's true. Yeah, it really wasn't the internet, though, I would say, Elijah. You know, it was. But I do know what you're saying. Yeah, you guys have a good one, and thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.